King of Boys came out this week, yes, and we have to give big ups to Kemi Adetiba. Like, she wrote this movie, she directed this movie, and guess what? Your homegirls were at the premiere and we watched the movie. It was fun, and we're going to talk about it. My name is Damilola.
And I am Laburu.
Shit.
Just kidding, guys. Just kidding, guys. I am Eddie.
I'm Laburu. God's worst punishment in a person.
What character stood out for you?
Shola Sobowale was epic. Like, I feel that woman deserves an Oscar. Honestly.
I feel we should do like an all hail Shola Sobowale.
Like, all hail the queen. The king, rather. All hail the king.
The king, exactly.
We could see different levels, like, to the gangster that was Eniola Salami. Like, she killed it. She was a businesswoman. She was a shrewd businesswoman. She was a manipulator. She was a lot of things.
Everything.
Like, she was a gangster true and true.
Before the movie came out, Kemi was saying things like she pushed her, like her character, she really pushed her to the wall. She made sure she brought out all the emotions she needed, and you could see it in the movie.
It's just from looking at the posters, you could feel the fierceness in her gaze.
Another person you should watch out for is Makanaki.
Let's say it again.
Makanaki.
Mama, we need to see you.
Feminists actually brought that street boy game to the movie. He was subtle, but at the same time he was fierce. One point that stood out for me, guys, you would literally cringe when you watch this movie. The teeth parts. Let me just leave it that way.
Leave it. You should watch it.
Exactly. Oh, she peppered them, guys.
I love Tony Tones. I feel like she did well. She showed us the struggle of Eniola when she was younger. She showed us how she climbed from being nothing to being the king of boys, like the Oba herself.
Exactly.
No, Tony Tones did well. She channeled Ina Shola Sobowale. It was awesome.
The storyline. It was telling a Nigerian story. It wasn't exactly comedy in our face. It was a crime thriller, and it was telling like what really happens in our Nigerian society. Basically, there's somebody underground that is controlling somebody behind, that is controlling somebody in front. That there's just a powerful force controlling a lot of things in Nigeria.
Just like consistent. Ọmọkùnrin yẹn. Ọmọ yín. Kẹ́rí wọn ní ìgbéyàwó. Tàbí kẹ́ gbọ́ ìròyìn wípé ọmọkùnrin náà fò ṣánlẹ̀ o.
It had this really nice moments of comic relief, and it was also very traditional.
True.
It had the use of the
Igbo,
three major
Yoruba,
tribes in Nigeria, the languages, like it was awesome. The Yoruba language, well represented by Shola Sobowale, but in fact by a lot of people in the movie. You had the Igbo tribe represented by Odogu, that is Iblis, and then the Hausa side represented by our delectable detective Gabriel. It was different. It was fresh, it was unique, at least to the Nigerian scene, of course.
True. Another thing that stood out for me was the use of props. I must give it to Kemi, whoever handled that part of the production. Big ups to you.
Dialogue, like I have to give it to Kemi for writing the screenplay. At some points, yes, it was a bit weak, but most times you had punchlines. Like they were serious punchlines.
One punchline I remember was your problem is lack of problem.
Like,
now, if you think Makanaki is the only name you're going to hold on to after the movie, you're not yet in for it. Because there are going to be other names. Ash, let me just say it. Adetiga.
Just small Adetiga. Like
Adetiga. You see Adetiga in the movie and you just get glued to it.
While the movie was awesome, I loved it. It was beautiful. Kemi Adetiba killed it. Still, moment of silence. Still, there were a lot of things that I felt should have been there that were not there, or things that shouldn't have been there and they were there. For example, the movie was really long. Like,
I agree.
I have to put it out there. You have to prepare yourself, prepare your minds.
Then another part that I felt like was cringeworthy for me was where I don't always get his name. Gabriel. I know
Gabriel.
Yeah, Gabriel wanted to rescue a certain character. I'm not going to give that out.
Yeah,
and it was in the night, and I didn't know where the white light was coming from. In the night, though, where's
Very
white light
bright
coming from? That was.
Like you want to see Jesus type of white lights. It was that bright.
She nailed it.
It was that bright.
Some parts were not graded probably properly, or they were not graded at all. It was some parts were color graded rightly, some was just flat.
But notwithstanding,
it was a good movie. Common was actually there for me, and I like the fact that they infused him properly. He wasn't like a character in the movie. I like the fact that that was so relatable. Yeah, cameo appearance. Inshallah, King Basia Edu Mashal.
Honestly, guys, you want to watch this. You really look into my eyes. You want to watch this. Like I'm channeling my inner Shola.
Ah, oh shit.
God's worst punishment in a person.
Like it's coming out officially in the cinemas October 26th. Check it out. King of Boys. King is here.